Hey everybody, Mtgnoob here, doing a standard deck tech for your viewing pleasure. This week I'll be bringing you Jund again, but this time it's not my list. It is the Matt Hoey Star City Games from last weekend top 4 list. I don't agree with some of the cards. There was a Jund list that came in first, but that guy's playing 4 Lilianas of the Veil, and I only have 1 currently. So I will hopefully be borrowing some and maybe playing that deck. In the meantime, I'd just like to make note that I do like Matt Hoey as a player. So even though I don't agree with all of the cards in the main and the side, I definitely respect his judgment as a strong Magic player. Way better than I am. So let's get to the list. Okay, so 25 lands with an extra forest. The creature suite is still pretty sweet. Puns. 2 Arbor Elf, 4 Olivia, or excuse me, 3 Olivia, 4 Huntmaster, 4 Thragtusk, and in the main, 2 Thundermaw Hellkites. They just kind of, end games, and they more or less are great against Lingering Souls. They kick some butt against Planeswalkers where they think, oh, I got this, and you just fly over and smash face. So I like this edition, actually. 2 tragic Slips. Don't know if that's enough against the Naya Blitz decks early on. There's a lot of 1 and 2 ofs, and if you did watch any of the Star City Games coverage, the commentators were saying that they like when the deck has 3 and 4 ofs because it's more streamlined and things like that. But I don't mind the 1 and 2 of removal package, although it is harder to draw tragic slips if you only have 2 of in the main. So 2 tragic slips, 1 Mizium Mortars, 2 Abrupt Decays. As you can see, no Dreadbores in the main deck. I think he feels that they're a little bit slow, or maybe the mana base doesn't support him. I actually like that card a lot, especially since you were not playing Liliana's. Having an answer to that outside of only 2 Abrupt Decays is pretty important. Murder as a 1 of, which is fine, and then you have 3 Bonfire of the Damned in the main, 2 Rakdos Return. So a lot of X spells, which is something I'm not really huge on. Once again, the X spells are pretty terrible against frontline medic. Like, these are just bad against aggro, but these are like, oh, I'm gonna wipe your board. But no, not so much. And then the only other spells are the Farseeks at 4 of, the Ground Seals 2 in the main. Still concession to Reanimator, although I don't know if this is the best thing still. It may be dated tech at this point since we're a week past last time. And 3 Garruk Primal Hunters, which gives control fits. I was playing 3. The deck feels very top heavy to me, with only a little bit of ramp. But, you know, we'll see how it plays out. In the sideboard, you have some interesting choices. 3 Slaughter Games, which I feel is the correct number, although I've fluctuated between 2 and 4. You really want to bring this in, plus this against Reanimator, and just kind of hose them. Also great against Sphinx's Revelation. A 4th Bonfire for aggro. A 3rd Rakdos Return for control. Then you have 2 more Ground Seals for Reanimator, another Abrupt Decay, and a Dreadbore, more removal. And then he does hook up some more Tragic Slips here, and some Pillar Flames, 2 of each in the board, to deal with that early onslaught, and Duress for just overall, I would say, mid-rangey / control matchups. Alright, so we're going to take this into some standard 2-man queues. As always, thanks for watching, and please check out the mtgnoob.com.